After the Civil War in the USA, the Reconstruction began. This allowed black men to vote and have the same rights as white men. Lots of black people voted and some were elected to federal congressmen. When the Reconstruction came to an end, loopholes came, such as literary tests and taxes. Black people still were declared free, but they were not allowed to vote anymore.
But in 1965, the Voting Rights Act (VRA) came to use. The Voting Rights Act bans racial discrimination in voting practices by the federal government, as well as by state and local governments.
The Voting Rights Act of 1965 prevented literary and other types of tests that were meant to prevent blacks from voting. Even though they had the right to vote, a lot of African Americans chose not to, due to the risk of harassment, intimidation, and physical violence. As a result, very few African Americans were registered voters, and they had very little, if any, political power, either locally or nationally.
The act was signed into law the 6th of August 1965 by President Lyndon Johnson. During the height of the American Civil Rights Movement, the Congress later changed the act 5 times to expand its protection. Designed to enforce the voting rights guaranteed by the 14th and 15th Amendments to the United States Constitution, the act allowed for a mass liberation of racial minorities in the country, especially in the South.
The act is widely considered to be one of the most effective pieces of civil rights legislation ever enacted in the United States.